ready in the back? I forgot to ask y'all. Okay, good. There. The Joint Budget and Finance Committee meeting and Special Call Committee of the Whole meeting for Monday, October 25th, 2021 is called to order. It is 3:35 on Monday, October 25th. The second item on our agenda is approval of our meeting minutes from the October 11th meeting. Does anyone have a motion, or are there any corrections or changes?
Madam Chair, I move the agenda for approval.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and properly seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
So that the minutes pass, and we are on to consideration of our consent agenda. Do members of the committee have items they would like to place on consent?
Yes, Madam Chair, I would like to put the following items on consent. Items 4 and 5 on page 1. Item 8, I guess you say 9 on page 2. Items 10, 11, 12, and 13 on page 3. And items 14 and 15 on page 4.
Okay, thank you. Madam Pro Tem, do you have the same items for consent, or do you have any objections?
I'm in
to
agreement with those, Madam Chair.
Okay. I only had one question, and someone undoubtedly can answer it. I did not read the backup for item 11, and I don't know whose money we're using. Is this District 5 money?
That's 7. That looked like District 7. if I'm
Oh,
reading.
7, Parker. Oh, okay. 7, I thought.
That has to be the wrong GL account. Oh, no, that's us. I'm sorry. That's the mayor's office. I apologize.
Okay, the mayor is doing this.
Yes, that's out of his mayor's budget.
Okay.
I apologize.
Well, just say so next time, and I won't ask the question. Okay, so we have a motion to approve the consent agenda, and the only two items we will be hearing are items 6 and 7. Is that accurate, ladies?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 So there are no opposed. That's unanimous. So we will go immediately to item 6 on page 2. And if anybody's here for any of the items we just consented, have a nice day. Item 6 is a resolution authorizing the mayor to apply for, submit, execute, expend, and to take any and all actions as are appropriate and necessary in accordance with the terms of the grant submission requirements and grant agreement with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's FEMA Flood Mitigation Assistance Program for an estimated $82,425 in federal grant funds. This will assist the city in designing and developing a proposed community mitigation project in the North Birmingham community. The maximum expected project duration is 3 years and an estimated total project cost of $109,900. This will require the city to match in an amount not to exceed $27,475, which may be in the form of monetary contribution, labor, materials, or services. Mr. Ravel?
Hello, Councilor Abbott, and to the Budget and Finance Committee. Edwin Ravel, Department of Planning, Engineering, and Permits. The item before you will allow the city to make an application to FEMA so that we can gather funding that will allow us to basically design a project in the North Birmingham community. The location is right between the existing Macklin Park and Bethel Baptist Church. It's the location where we previously bought out properties with FEMA monies. Now we're coming back to put in to really get money to allow us to design or do the initial phase for hopefully a memorial park in that area. So this funding will allow us to accomplish that, or at least apply for the grant to accomplish that.
Okay, do members of the committee have any questions?
I guess I just wanted to ask a question. The funding source is our stormwater funds. Any reason that but you're doing it to create a memorial park or Memorial area?
That's a very good question. Any park or any kind of improvement oftentimes has to be designed for stormwater management and flooding control. And since this is in the middle of a floodplain and there will be some stormwater management concerns, we're seeking FEMA funding to allow us to take care of those concerns instead of having to use city capital funds or city general funds.
Okay. So this is just to the monies that's needed to go out and get the grant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Any questions? Go ahead. The only question I had is, as far as this Memorial Park is concerned, will the park be used to deal with flooding issues in the neighborhood? Because I know I was on the council when it flooded and people's houses, were full of water. And it looked like it could happen again any minute.
Yes, ma'am.
So I was wondering will it have a detention pond?
Sure.
Or
So all of that would be a part of the design. All of that would be included in the project design to come up with the most effective way to assist in reducing flooding. I do not want to give the impression that this will eliminate flooding because the area is in a floodplain, but we are looking for the maximum design that will assist in reducing flooding.
Well, that's good because
Yes, ma'am.
it needs it. And we are in a valley for anybody who doesn't know. And so when we do have flooding in valleys, it's just the way life is.
Yes, ma'am.
People seem surprised that we have flooding, but it's pretty easy to understand because all the water rolls off the hills and down into the valley and boom, there you go. So, but I'm glad to see we're doing this because the area looks kind of neglected right now. And if it had a nice park there, that would be a good thing. So thank you. We need a motion.
Move the item. Second.
And a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. So we are in favor and we'll send it to the full council
Okay, thank you.
for consideration. Our next item is item 7. A resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a joint funding agreement for water resources investigations in the U.S. Geological Survey, United States Department of Interior. The USGS will assist the city in maintaining a program for the continued operation and maintenance of the USGS stream flow gauging stations, with continuous monitoring of water temperature and specific conductance to compute stream flow over the full range of flow conditions. USGS will contribute an amount of $41,750, and the city will contribute an amount of $84,620 for services performed during the period October 1st, 2021 through September 30th, 2022.
Move the item. Second.
Okay, it has been moved and properly seconded.
Yes, ma'am. Edwin Revelle, Department of Planning, Engineering, and Permits. This item here is really a continuation of a partnership what we have with the U.S. Geological Survey, where they assist us by providing equipment that allows us to monitor stream flow conditions as well as water quality conditions. In addition to that, that equipment also allows us during the time of flooding to track how high the water is getting in the creek as well. And so this will allow us to continue our efforts to meet our stormwater management program requirements. There are certain water quality monitoring that we must do, and this will allow us to meet those efforts.
Good. Are there any questions from members of the committee?
I just have one. I wanted to get clarification. So this is the continuous of a program or a system that's already in place?
Yes,
Would you
ma'am. They provide the stream gauges and the water quality monitors and the rainfall gauges as well. They provide the equipment. They also service and maintain the equipment. But the operation and monitoring of it is what we are paying for.
And so it's not preventative. This is just ongoing. It's not necessarily preventative. Or is it?
Well, it can be. It is ongoing in the sense that allows us to collect information that helps us to understand what are the real-time conditions as it relates to water quality or the real-time conditions as it relates to flooding. However, that information can also be used with maybe a series of information in order to predict a trend And so in that sense, in being able to predict ahead, then that can be considered to be preventative.
I guess that's the word I should have asked before. Is this preventative or is this a predictive? 'Cause it helps you to
Yes,
predict
ma'am.
maybe
It can be
what's coming.
predictive.
Okay. All right, that's all. I just wanted the clarification of how it's used and what it's done for. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just have one question, and that is, do we have any type of monitoring for people dumping hazardous waste or other chemicals into our streams and
So
creeks?
we do have that monitoring through our stormwater program, through our industrial and high-risk runoff program, and also through our spill prevention program. Basically, what we do is we have a team that goes out to the creeks, and at the outfalls, that's where the water is flowing into the creek from whatever the source may be. It may be a plant, it may be just vacant land, but we do monitor the quality at where it's coming in, and we also monitor the in-stream quality. Where we see differences between what we know should be there, normal conditions, then that allows us to say that something's happened that's not making sense. That allows us to do some kind of tracing, figure out what's the illicit discharge, and also figure out who the source offender may be. So to some extent, we do that, but we do not have like a certain technology or smart monitors that's doing that, but we do that through our workforce staff.
Thank you. Thank you. That's important to know.
Yes, ma'am.
Because, well, you know, whatever people throw into the water ends up in somebody's front yard, backyard, wherever. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
We have a motion. All in favor say aye. Aye.
Thank
So
you.
that item passes, and we'll send it to the full council. And now we are to at least one of my favorite items, and that is item number 16. Do we have a motion?
I move for adjournment. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So we are adjourned. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.